Hello everyone, it is his Will with some Black Ops gameplay on Nuketown. I believe it's 97 kills and roughly about, I think it's 24 deaths. And this was a game I had with a couple of friends the other night. We were playing some Black Ops, having a bit of a change, getting ready for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And today I want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I want to talk about, or have a follow-on from the video I did last week with Modern Warfare 3. And in Modern Warfare 3 I talked about how the game left a bad taste in people's mouths, and one of the reasons was because I felt Call of Duty or Infinity Ward were a little bit lazy with what they did with Modern Warfare 3. And so, but we're going to talk about Black Ops 2. Now, before I say anything, I've not actually played the game myself, so I'm not going to be saying, oh, the game's like responsive and all this and that, because I've not played it myself. But from what I'm seeing so far, I'm going to talk about that in this commentary. And we're going to mention, you know, multiplayer, zombies, and the campaign. And before I go into any details or anything to do with Black Ops 2, I can tell you that from what I'm seeing, Black Ops 2, have they been lazy with it so far? Or from what I'm seeing, no. Nothing like Modern Warfare 3. From what I'm seeing, with Black Ops 2, they have done a lot. Even now, even though I've not even played it, I can tell they've done quite a lot. So, let's talk about the campaign to start off with. In Call of Duty in the past, it's just been the same old campaign where you know, you've got this set storyline, and you just play through the whole thing. And you know, when you get to the end, you get to the end, and you've got all like the difficulty levels and stuff, pretty much standard for Call of Duty. But in Black Ops 2, they have actually changed the campaign. They've changed it completely, and this is good because, I mean, campaign, even though I don't really play it that much, from what I'm seeing with Black Ops 2 campaign, I might play it maybe a couple of times now, because, you know, they've added all this stuff in. And this is what they've done. They've added creator class into campaign, and this was only released, or like the info was released not like even a week ago. It was fairly recent that this information was released, and don't get me wrong, it's not to the degree of multiplayer, but you can have a custom class for your campaign. So you can select possibly your weapon, you can select your perks. You can select all sorts, you like your grenades and maybe some tacticals. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the full class and what you've got, but just having creator class in there in itself is brilliant. I mean, I think this is a brilliant addition to the campaign, because campaigns sometimes have been a bit stale. Creator class makes it a little bit more enjoyable, suited to how you want to play the campaign. It's a brilliant idea. And the other thing that I'm really happy about, and we saw this during the E3 demo quite a long way back, but still very relevant to what I'm talking about, is the choices you make in Black Ops 2 affect the whole game for you. So if you they've got what they're calling Strike Force missions, and Strike Force missions, if you, for example, fail, or you don't fail and you succeed in those Strike Force missions, they're going to affect how the game plays out for you. So if I was to play Black Ops 2 campaign, and one of my buddies, say for example Sean Dead, I'm just using him as an example, no idea why, but it's a good example because he's a douchebag, only joking, Sean. But if I'm playing Black Ops 2 and, for example, say I fail a Strike Force mission, and then he's playing the exact same Strike Force mission, yet he succeeds in it, my outcome, or the game ending, will be different for me than it will be for Sean. And this is based on if you succeed in some of these Strike Force missions, and you know, the choices you make during the game. And also, not just Strike Force missions, but from what I'm seeing through the game as well, you've got choices, like for example in the E3 demo, you could either have a choice to snipe, or you could have a choice to rappel down and support your teammates on the ground. You've got choices to make in campaign, and just those two things alone, I'm sure there's probably more that they've done with it but we've not seen, and maybe I'm missing something, but from just that, it shows that you know, they're making a lot of changes, and they're trying to make Call of Duty, the campaign anyway, a lot more fun. And then we're going to move on to zombies now. Zombies has been fairly quiet up until this month, October. More towards like the beginning part of October, we started seeing some information. And oh, there's a lot about zombies. To start off with, the zombies is now been moved from the single player engine, which it was in like World at War and Black Ops. It's been moved into the multiplayer engine, and this is a good thing. I mean, now they've introduced things like game modes and stuff, more players for some of the game modes. This is brilliant. They're changing zombies. Not like getting rid of the core gameplay or the core mechanic of zombies, but they're changing zombies to make it more fun for everyone. This is a brilliant addition to zombies. But also this could mean maybe host migrations during zombies, because the one thing I get annoyed with on zombies is if the host has to go off, the whole game ends off. But if it's in the multiplayer engine, maybe there's a host migration. Now this is not confirmed, this is just me giving an idea, it's telling you what I'm thinking about the multiplayer engine, but this is a possibility. Also, we got lots of game modes just recently been released. We've got the usual survival game mode, which is the classic zombies as we know. We've got a new mode called Transit, which is the main one that they're actually focusing on. And they've also got other ones like Grief, where this is like the 4v4 one. I'm not going to go into what the game modes are and stuff, because I want to do that in a separate video, because obviously I'm limited on time, and I've still got to talk about the multiplayer. But just that, you know, new game modes for zombies just makes the game more fresh, and it makes the game have more life out of it, more time for it. Also in zombies, and this has been something else, we noticed it in the trailer, you can create useful weapons and items and objects using different items around the map. So for example, you had a riot shield made out of a car door. You could get a car door and maybe another item or two, and you could make a zombie riot shield. This is brilliant. I mean, they're not changing zombies completely, but they're adding new things in to make zombies more challenging and more fun for players. And I think this is a brilliant idea. Now, I'm hoping they don't go to the degree of Dead Rising and make it literally all about creating stuff, because I want the full gameplay mechanic there. But even if it's only a select number of things you can craft, I'm thinking of Minecraft all of a sudden, make, then you know that's fine by me. I mean, just having something that you can make in the map itself is brilliant. And I know it's not just going to be one like item you can make. And the last thing with zombies, and this is brilliant, theatre mode in zombies. And I mean, it's in multiplayer as we know from Black Ops, but theatre mode in zombies, this is brilliant. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to record or save up a whole game, or maybe you can, but you're going to do maybe 1 or 2 max. You got to realise that. I mean, a lot of people are thinking, yes, there's zombies in theatre mode. It's not going to be like the multiplayer one, because the data that is stored for theatre mode has to be stored somewhere, and with zombies, zombie games can go on for a good few hours, and so you might not be able to, you know, have all these theatre mode games just saved onto your hard drive or anything like that, or on their server along with everyone else's. So even though they've got theatre mode, there is that possibility, but even having theatre mode in there is brilliant. I mean, theatre mode and zombies is going to be awesome. People are going to be creating quite a good they're probably going to create like zombie films or something, you know. It is possible. It's going to be brilliant. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the multiplayer. This is where Call of Duty lies. The multiplayer is the core aspect of Call of Duty, and it's no different with Black Ops 2. And in Black Ops 2 they have made some brilliant changes to the multiplayer, and I cannot wait to get my hands on Black Ops 2 on launch day, and I am going to be playing this multiplayer straight away, and I'm going to be bringing you content, maybe in my first game, and some tips and stuff as the game comes out. New game modes. Hardpoint looks fun. Hardpoint is kind of like King of the Hill style game mode. Looks very fun to play. I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm not going to go too much into details again. I want to cover these more in separate videos. This is more of a general one for Black Ops 2. They've changed creator class now. They've made it so you can choose what you want to run with in the game. You don't have to be stuck with something that you don't use. Like for me personally, I don't rely on a secondary. I mean, I run like a Stinger in Modern Warfare 3, for example, but I don't have any machine pistols or handguns or anything like that. So I tend to stick to just using my primary normally. And then, so in Black Ops 2, I have the choice whether I want to run that secondary now. This is brilliant. I mean, I'm going to change my classes up a little bit. Brilliant. This is just having a different create class system completely to what we're used to is changing how we play Call of Duty. It's not like getting rid of and scrapping the whole core gameplay of it, but it's going to change people's classes around. We're going to see more combinations, and it's just going to make Call of Duty feel like it's a new game. Something else I'm looking forward to is the score streaks. I think the score streaks are going to be fun to use and just to play around with, really. I mean, there's some really good score streaks. I'm going to be using that Lodestar, which is the equivalent of the Reaper in Modern Warfare 3. Looking forward to playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer. Leave in the comments your feedback on what you think they've done with the multiplayer, whether it's a good thing with like the creator class or a bad thing. So we talked a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying we talked full in depth on multiplayer or zombies or campaign, but we've talked quite a bit on the multiplayer. From what I'm seeing, Black Ops 2, Treyarch have not been lazy. They've done a lot with Black Ops, as you can see. So just remember that. I'm looking forward to playing this game. Coming up in the next few days, I'm going to have commentaries based on parts of Black Ops. I mean, we talked general then, but I want to have it based on things like multiplayer and zombies and the campaign. So look forward to that, and thank you so much guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This really does help me out. It shows me that you guys are interested in watching these videos, and expect some Black Ops 2 content when it comes out. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you next time.